So the CEOs of three of the nation's biggest retailers, Walmart, Target, and Home Depot, privately warned President Trump in an office meeting on Monday that his tariff and trade policy could disrupt supply chains, raise prices, and empty shelves. If these three huge corporations had to go to President Biden and explain tariffs to him like he was four, we would never fucking hear the end of it. Articles of impeachment would be filed. 2 minutes later, Fox News would be on a never-ending cycle of he's unfit, impeach him, put him in a home, what's wrong with him? He's got dementia. We've had the worst month since 1932. Get him the fuck out of office. He's ruining our country. What are you doing? Are you crazy? We would never hear the end of it. Ever. No, but we're dealing with people, I guess, that, I don't know, Russia. Over 11 people got indicted over the Russia hoax that wasn't a hoax at all, including Steve Bannon, over the wall, the money. He was taking money from Americans. Trump was in office then. This was his first term. But yet, somehow, his supporters thought that he was building the wall by GoFundMe, which is what Steve Bannon was doing, even though, there are government funds to build that wall. But Steve Bannon was running a GoFundMe account. He fleeced Trump supporters for millions of dollars. Yeah. I mean, he's a crook. He's always been a crook. There are these, the country club Republicans, the mega donors, the billionaires, have been coming out individually on Fox News the last couple of days and warning Trump. That's how you get a message to him. If you can't get a meeting, you go on Fox News and you get a direct message to him because he mainlines Fox News. So these big mega donors are coming out and saying, look, this is bad. This is really bad. Our brand, the American brand, is tarnished now. I think it's worse than tarnished. We don't have allies anymore, and nobody's ever going to trust him again. Even if he says, I was wrong. He can't say the word wrong, but if he could spit it out, like I was wrong, or I'm never going to hear you're sorry. But if he could admit to fault, they still wouldn't trust us again. None of our allies would trust us. I mean, he is so fucking far in bed with Putin. They might as well just pull the sheets up over him and have their little fucking night, because that's how it is. And if you don't believe me, why don't you watch, what the fuck is his name? It's not Charlie Kirk. It's Ben Shapiro. Watch Ben Shapiro read the offer, the peace deal that Trump's trying to broker with Ukraine and Russia. That he's trying to broker on behalf of Russia. Let's get that straight. And I watched Ben Shapiro read these terms and say, God, this is it's Russia's gaining everything. Ukraine is gaining nothing. Ukraine's not getting any security guarantees. Not from America. Maybe some small security guarantees from Europe, and they can't ever join NATO? That's in the Ukrainian constitution, is that they will never cede land to an invader like Crimea. They're not ever going to cede that land to Russia, even if they occupy. And that's what Trump said. They have to give them Crimea. They have to give them anything that's occupied by Russians right now. They have to just give it to them. I don't know. Well, and this is, Trump's going to get a hotel out of it. Do you know that, right? That's what this is about. The Trump hotel that he's wanted in Moscow this whole time, that's what he's going to get. Oh my God. Because, he wants to do business with the oligarchs over there too, not just the oligarchs over here. And the level of corruption here. And I'm so sick of hearing these dipshit MAGAs they just want to nitpick every little thing. They don't care about due process itself. They don't see how that could ever apply to them because they feel safe because they're coddling Trump's nutsack 24/7. So they don't think it will ever apply to them, but it could. It could. They just don't get it. They think they're safe in their admiration, their adulation of Trump, and it's not going to work like that. And I don't care really if Abrego Garcia is a terrible man. Even he still deserves due process. Anybody does. Everybody in this country. It's afforded to us by the fucking Constitution. And I think it's real rich. The Supreme Court is now trying to rein in the guy that they said was above the law. This is a big fucking mess. You fucking Republicans out there that are losing all your fucking money, you need to do better. You need to do better than individual appearances on Fox News. You all need to get together and come out and speak against this man. Because that's what it's going to take.